Hey, good morning. Welcome to Hobby Evolution episode number 1574. Happy Tuesday. The Bears, do they still suck? No, the Bears are going to be good. I'm going to tell you why. We're going to talk about Monday Night Football. I've got eBay Live coming back tonight. Yesterday was a busy cleaning and shipping day. Busy shipping day. And last night I cleaned while I watched the Bears game. So I've got the office cleaned up, ready for the cleaners. The office is now cleaned for the cleaners. No, it's not clean. It's picked up. So I have picked up for the cleaners. Rec room. I've had boxes of cards in the rec room since like June or July. So my wife pointed those out and she goes, I need those to be removed for the cleaners. We have a new set of cleaners coming. So they are going to do a deep clean here in round one. So, and I was looking as I was like picking up, I had a lot of those little, from team bags, those little plastic things. I had a bunch of those on the floor. So I'm under the desk picking those damn things up. And it's like dusty. And it's like the underneath the desk had not maybe ever been like wiped down, cleaned when the cleaners come. So they're going to do that. So everything's picked up in here, picked up the rec room last night. Did I list a couple things? I listed some things on eBay Buy It Now for the first time in weeks. Maybe I only listed one thing. I did adjust some pricing. I dropped some prices on stuff in my store. I listed a complete set of 84 Donruss sealed. So back at some point, I don't know what year they started doing it, but the Donruss sets were sealed inside sealed. So they came in chunks of, I think, 50 bricks, basically 50 plastic bricks. And so I've got a complete 84 Donruss sealed set. I listed last night. I listed for $375. I already have an offer. I have a solid offer, $319. Normally I would take it, but since it's been on eBay for less than 12 hours, I'm like, I'm just gonna wait on this one. But $319 solid offer. I think the comps are like $350. So I'll hold off and that'll boost my Buy It Now sales a little tad. So I've got some other. I have. I bought for my buddy Steve. I bought a box. It was a terrible purchase overall. He had a bunch of like just junk that I'm trying to get rid of. So I'm like, I'll buy. I kind of like cherry picked. Actually, no, it was a good purchase because he threw in I paid $2 a bag for his mystery bags, and those like. I made a few $100 off that. So actually it was a good purchase because of that throw in. Initially, I'm like, I don't want that. And he's like, I'll do $2 a bag. And there's an autograph in each bag. Plus there's the two like chasers still. Like, oh, okay. And I think the chasers sold for about $10 each. The autos were like cheap autos. And I don't know, one of them might have sold for 10, but there was like a bunch of Pete Crow Armstrong, Cal Raleigh, that during their peak were flying. So that actually was a good buy. But I mainly bought it for a box of like football that had like 200 Deion Sanders, and those just haven't, done very well. I move them every once in a while. And then the reason I'm talking about this is he had a bunch of bobbleheads, and then he had a huge Joe Montana starting lineup. And I'm talking like, I don't know, that big. So like a giant starting lineup. Not from playing days though, from 97, which might have been right after he retired. I was a huge Joe Montana fan. This would have been like I'm surprised. Well, 97, I wasn't a Joe Montana fan anymore because he was retired. 97, I was into wrestling. So wrestling was like what I was chasing in 97. So, but a few years earlier, this would have been on probably my wish list for Christmas. And so I saw that and I'm like, how much? And he charged me like $5 or $10. And I'm like, oh, sweet. And the plan was, I think around this time I was moving 49ers stuff like crazy. Like anything 49ers was moving on eBay Live. So that was a plan. I'm like, I can probably get $50 for this on eBay Live. And I just said, and I just waited for the right time to move it on eBay Live. And the right time just never felt like it presented itself. So I had that still in my rec room last night, and I'm like, this is really cool. Like, I think I'm just going to keep it. I don't know why, because I'm a hoarder. So who knows? I'll probably list it. I was going to list it on Buy It Now last night for like $50. And I don't even know. I'm curious if there's any comps for it. It's 97 starting lineup. Joe Montana. Let's see. Oh, this is it. $37 free shipping. Okay. $32, $40. So maybe it's only $30. So basically, since they're on Buy It Now for $35 shipped, it's basically either I'm going to keep it or maybe I started at $20. $20 on eBay Live at some point. So maybe I'll do it. Maybe I'll do like, because I was going through like my card room or my storage room, and I've just got so much like just crap. I might do like a eBay Live garage sale. Like, okay, here's a bunch of just random stuff. I've got to be careful with that though, because shipping, I've got to have the right boxes and materials to ship that stuff with, and it is time consuming. And some of that stuff might not sell. If it's selling for $50 each, yeah, I'll take the time. If it's selling for $3 to $8, $10, $12, I don't want to spend that time shipping when I can make the same amount of money shipping baseball cards, football cards, basketball cards in far less time. So I do have to be careful with that. I will be on eBay Live tonight, 7 p.m. Central. Tonight is going to be 5-second fire sales. I did find a box as I was pulling some boxes out from the rec room. I found I found a stack of JJ McCarthy rookie. I thought I was out of those rookies, but I found, I don't know, maybe like 8 JJ McCarthy rookies. There was a 2-row shoebox of a bunch of like probably 30 or 40 Walter Payton, like modern cards, like mosaics. Mosaics mostly, I think probably 20 of a single card. So that stuff is, those typically move for a couple bucks. So I'm going to do 5-second fire sales tonight, 7 Central. Since they are 5-second fire sales, sudden death, probably move through, 250, maybe schedule 300 listings tonight, just to see how it goes. Basically, when I do the 5-second fire sales, I'm looking for like $2 a card, essentially. I start at dollar starts. Hopefully I get a couple bids. But it's going to be kind of like bargain box stuff, stuff that 10-second extended bidding might go for 5 to 10. It might go for 2 or 3. Although sometimes 5 seconds, you can get enough time to get some bids in. So we'll see how that goes. So that's tonight, 7 p.m. Central. Haven't figured out the rest of my week yet. I think after today I will. Once I get through the rest of my shipping today, I'll have a better idea. Madison Card Show, we've got 2 days of it coming up the end of this month. September 27th is the Madison Card Show. I think I still have room for sports dealers. I think I've got I have some regulars that are out. I now have some Pokemon dealers that are only doing Sunday's Pokemon show. And I want to fill those spots with sports dealers. And I still want to have a Pokemon presence on Saturday, but I want to have that percentage of dealers down. Cardboard Bros will be there. Max will be there. Honto Gaming and some guys out in the hallway. So I still want to have that Pokemon presence on Saturday, but for the most part, Pokemon is going to be Sunday. So I think I still have a few spots available for Saturday sports dealers. I've filled it up with a few new dealers and a few that are just kind of sporadic. Is this my spreadsheet? No, September. Here we go. Yeah, one of my buddies dropping from 2 to 1. He's sold through so much stuff in the last few shows. He's like, I think I'm only going to need 1 table this month. And moving forward. So he's setting up. Dilly's back. I think Kelly's back for just the second time. Danny's back. I think he's only set up once or twice. Scotty P's coming back. He doesn't set up that often. So yeah, we'll have some little bit of new new vendors. So that's Saturday, September 27th. That's the Madison Card Show. Sunday, September 28th is the Madison Pokemon Show. It's TCG only on Sunday. It's free admission. It's free parking. Just try to find a parking spot. I'll have people complain. Last month, oh, I can't believe it's $8 parking. This month it'll be, I can't believe there's no parking. It's free. You get what you pay for. So that's this month, September 27th, September 28th. It is at the hotel at the Sheraton, or at the, it's not the Sheraton anymore. It's the Madison Marriott South. Madison Marriott South. It's the same hotel. It's just got a different name. Same rooms. Madison Marriott South, 706 John Nolan Drive, Madison Card Show, and the Madison Pokemon Show. I will get, so I've had so many people asking about October's Alliant Energy Center show from like new dealers. So it's like, I just tell them, I'm like, once the rebooking process goes through, I give the dealers time to rebook. So by early October, I'll open up any unbooked spots for new vendors. So, I've got Baseball Card Exchange is going to be coming back. They've set up a couple times at the hotel. They will be back. So they're setting up at the October show. They're going to be out in the atrium. So got to get a booth for them. And I'll probably open up rebooking the rebooking process probably next week, just to give it, a couple weeks. And I'll get a new message sent. So I think I'm going to mess with the configuration one more. There was one booth that was a little wonky that I did add. And I didn't realize it until the morning of the show. It's like, ooh, this is not ideal. But I think we can make it work in some capacity. So there'll be one less table, I guess. And just with the demand at the show, I'm looking at, I've got a follow-up call with them regarding 2026. I think I'm going to lock in dates for January, February at the Alliant Energy Center this week. And I'm also looking into expanding out like where you walk in and having that premium vendor space as well. And we'll just see where the demand is. We'll see I'll see what they charge, what they want to charge. I think they want to do it a little differently. I think they saw the pricing of the table, like, oh, we can make more money. So, which, hey, I get it. That's what I do. Like, oh, you're going to pay me $150 for a table at the hotel show for a premium space? Okay. We're going to pass that on when we go to the Alliant. So I get where they're coming from. It's business. So the Alliant show is October. Yes, you're going to have to pay for parking. You're going to have to pay admission. And that's just how we're going to roll it moving forward. That date in October is the 25th at the Alliant. So September 27th, Madison Card Show at the hotel. September 28th, Madison Pokemon Show at the hotel. Saturday, October 25th at the Alliant Energy Center. I think that's what I had to speak about today. Let's go to the chat. Let's say hello, Gem City Card Show. The Bears will always be a sub top tier team because they have not addressed the culture of the front office. It starts at the top. The ownership is awful. The Chicago Bears ownership is brutal. Although they are making they made an announcement yesterday that I am a big fan of. Moving to Arlington, they plan to move to Arlington Heights, and they want to host a Super Bowl by 2031. How about that? The organization needs time to not be a joke, then the Bears will succeed. So I want to talk about the news yesterday that the Bears sent out to season ticket holders about moving to Arlington Heights. They're like, they looked into the city of Chicago. There's Ernie. Hey, what's up, buddy? What's up, buddy? You going to go see your puppies today? You going to go see some puppies today? He's like, why the fuck am I up so early? So Ernie's just like, what the hell? Where's all the cards? He's like, where's all the boxes and the cards at? Where's the cards at, buddy? Ernie, where'd the cards go? I think they're in there. There's a lot of cards in there. All right. So they're going to move to Arlington Heights, which I'm a huge fan of. for selfish reasons. Number one, Arlington Heights is so much easier to get to, especially for me coming in from the north. And B, Soldier Field is a dump. I'm sorry. Soldier Field is a shithole. And the location is awful. I hate that location. Now, once you're there, it's pretty cool. But that's the problem, getting to Soldier Field. I hate driving down in that area of Chicago because I'm a country boy and I don't like the city driving. Oh, are you smushing? Did you have breakfast already? Hey, did you have breakfast? He had breakfast. He's going to smush. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to scare you. Let's just watch Ernie. This is more entertaining, watching Ernie smush. Hey, where are you going? Get back here. You're entertaining the crowd. Come here. Come here and smush. Come on, buddy. Yeah, he's like, fuck you. All right, so I like it for selfish reasons. Soldier Field's a dump, hard to get to. There he goes. So I'm a big fan of the move to Arlington Heights. Peter says, good morning. David's in the house. Good morning. That dude from Duryea, what's up? Complete sets are interesting. The box variations can be gold. I didn't even know there were box variations. Mark, good morning. Tiger727, good morning. Hope everyone is doing well. Found Treasures is here. What's happening? Cody's in the house. Good morning. Gem City says, I've heard box sets are the best card to grade from Junk Wax era. Interesting. The problem with some of the 80s, I want to go back to this. The problem with some of the 80s, though, is it's all about centering. So while, yes, the corners and edges are probably good, that centering can be brutal. I don't know. Maybe on box sets, maybe that's a different case. Maybe the centering is better on box sets. I don't know. John says, Ernie looking for Justin Fields. Justin, by the way, Justin Fields had a great game on Sunday. I was moving Justin Fields Panini Chronicles rookies on eBay Live Sunday night for $5-6 each. Oh man, I've been waiting for this moment for 4 years. Cody says, did you or the wife put the storage unit up for sale on Facebook? Well, my wife's been pushing me to do it. So I did that last night. The reason is because I've had so many people, like I'm down on the boxes. I think I probably have like 20 of the bargain boxes left, but I'm going to be doing the Janesville show in a couple of weeks. So I don't want to sell any more boxes. I'll be doing dime boxes at Janesville in, I think 2 weeks. So, and that's been on there all summer. It's like, you know what? And I do want to get rid of a lot of shit. Like I do want to because I have more shit to put in. So, she's been urging me to sell in bulk. Now, the problem is it's not easy selling bulk. I've listed the storage unit in the past, and I did have a pretty solid offer at one point, and when I followed up, they ghosted me. So maybe it wasn't a solid offer after all. So she's happy with the decision. John says people living in Madison have no right to bitch about the location of a team in Chicago. But I would say the same if I lived in Anawan, and I'd want them to move to, although Arlington Heights would have been out of my way in Anawan. I would Naperville, like move to Naperville. That's easier to get to. Unicorn says, I read that blowout or breakout cards offered the Phillies Karen $5,000 to return the ball and sign it. I'm sorry. Great free promotion, in my opinion. That lady ain't returning that ball and apologize. Yeah, I can't see the way she was reacting. I can't see her for $5,000 to apologize. Like I think her number's higher than that. I think she would, but I think the number is going to be a lot higher than $5,000 for that old bitch to apologize. So the Bears looked good last night, and they lost. Caleb Williams started out, 10 for 10? Looked really good in the first half, not so much in the second half. There were some, I thought the offensive line overall, like I was very happy with the offensive line play for the Bears. Yes, there were several false start penalties. It's week 1 with a new coach and a new unit. Like these are guys that played the Rams, the Lions, the Chiefs. Like this offensive line, the Bears, that poor guy had to Braxton Jones, I think. So like this is their first real game. And remember, starters don't play that much in preseason. There's less preseason games and the starters play less. Like this is kind of like this is basically like it's like a scrimmage. Like this is like the first go. This is like a soap scrimmage in high school football. Which I think soap scrimmage is a very outdated term. It's basically like a Gatorade scrimmage. So sidebar, if you're like, what the hell are you talking about? So I think back in the day, soap scrimmage, it was like you would take soap, and I don't know if it was wartime or what, but that's where the soap scrimmage came from. Now it's like a Gatorade scrimmage. So basically, since it's a scrimmage, there's no admission, but it's like you're donating Gatorade for the football team. So to get into the scrimmage, you pay with a bottle of Gatorade, and then the football team uses that Gatorade during the season. Gatorade scrimmage. All right. So it's kind of like, basically week one is kind of like a scrimmage for these guys. So now it takes two to tango, right? Well, the Bears look bad. Well, so the Vikings didn't look that great in the first half. They looked like shit in the first half. JJ McCarthy looked awful. Caleb put better numbers up than JJ. Started 10 for 10, rushing touchdown on that first drive. Looked great. Offensive line made a few miscues throughout the game. Their blocking. Caleb Williams had time. This is something Caleb Williams had 0 time last year. Justin Fields had 0 time in his 3 years in Chicago. Caleb Williams had time. It was very odd watching a Chicago Bears football team where a quarterback actually had time in the pocket. We haven't seen that. When was the last? Even Jay Cutler didn't have an offensive line that could block for him. So it's something that we're not used to. At least I'm not used to. Defense looked pretty good. They gave up some big plays in the second half. But overall, I think the Chicago Bears are going to win 11 games this season. I do. I think that the one concerning part was, Caleb Williams missed some open receivers. He missed some open looks. I think there was one instance, I saw somebody on Twitter posted the video of it. He missed in open DJ Moore. That was all timing. When Caleb dropped back, and you can watch the angle, and like he checks down DJ Moore. DJ Moore still had his back to him, and I think for a split second, Moore was like ready, and that play had developed, but I think maybe DJ Moore was a step slow in that play. And so Caleb checked back and, went to a different receiver. And there were, some other where it was like a little more obvious, like, okay, that was a bad decision. And we'll see how what I was most impressed with Caleb Williams in his rookie year last year was how he adapted week after week and how he improved week after week. And so I can't wait to see week 2 and see the improvements that Caleb Williams, the Bears make. There was one drive where I was like, why? I questioned the play calling. It was on 1st and 10. I think Caleb got sacked. So it was like 2nd and 18. And then they run a run play with DeAndre Swift. And DeAndre Swift is not like on 2nd 18, and maybe the psychology is, it's DeAndre Swift, and no, they're not going to expect a run. And catch him off guard. Maybe he gets a chunk of 10 yards back. He gets that sack back. And so now we're dealing with 3rd and 10. So it's 2nd and 19. You run DeAndre Swift, and he gets tackled in the backfield. So 2nd and 9, 1 yard loss, 2nd and 19. And then they throw like a quick out. Again, cutesy, didn't work. It was like basically it was snap, trying to throw to DJ Moore in the backfield, incomplete. 3rd and 19. Here we go. Or 4th and 19, we got a punt. So I I question that whole drive, that whole play call. Like, I don't know. But overall, I like it. 11 wins. 11 wins. I'm sticking to it. Sticking to 11 wins. I said the Chicago Cubs are not a 90-win season. I've been saying it all along. Shit, they're at 80. They've been at 81 games. Over the last 13 games, the Cubs are 5-8. If they keep that pace, the Cubs only win 88 games. And it looked like 13 games ago, it looked like, well, the Cubs might win 95 games. Do I think the Cubs will get to 90 wins? I mean, I'm going to stick to my original. I think 87 wins was my prediction. But Cubs lost again last night down in Atlanta, and there's just hopefully this is just like a lull before, although they've had a lot of lulls in the second half of the season, and then they can make a run of the playoffs because the Cubs will make the playoffs. Hopefully they can keep the top wild card seed and have home field. Where are we at? Porter says we still had soap games when I was in high school. Max says, is Bo drunk? Unicorn says, LOL, this trash again. 11 wins. You heard it here. Yes, 11 wins. I want you to bookmark it, screenshot it. The Chicago Bears are going to win 11 games in 2025. They're 0-1. They've got to go 11-5? Wait, yeah, 11-5. They'll finish the season 11-5. How about that? Porter says, wasn't an 11-win prediction last season too? Are you mental? No, I predicted 10 wins last season. Poor guy. Adapted, changed. This is just stupid bullshit, Porter. Come on. Like, it just pisses me off when people give Caleb Williams shit about. And actually, you know what? Credit to Caleb Williams, because people like to give him shit about painting his nails. Like, painting your nails. Like, who the fuck cares? Like, nobody gives a fuck what you look like. Why should you care what Caleb Williams looks like? So now he's making, like, if people want to talk about my nails, like, what effect is it to them? So now he's putting like suicide prevention on his nails. Fucking awesome. Go Caleb Williams. Round of applause. Unicorn says, out of 100, how likely do you think they will get 11 wins? Out of 100. If you're asking me, I'm confident. 100%. They're going to win 11 games this season. Max says they won't even get 11 wins by the end of next year. Well, that's coming from a Packers fan. Unicorn has screened. Thank you. 11 wins. They'll go 11 and what is it now? 11-6. The math was easy. 12-5, 13-4, 14-3, 15-2, or 15-1. Now it's 15-2, 17-0, 16-1, 15-2, 14-3, 13-4. I was doing the math right initially, I think. Max says, I've never heard of soap or Gatorade games. Really? Well, Porter's got him down in Missouri. We had him in Illinois. Basically, a soap scrimmage or a Gatorade scrimmage is the first, it's like week 0. So when you start a football season, say August 31st is the first Friday night football game, week 1. August 31st is week 1. August 24th, the week prior, is what you have, a soap scrimmage or a Gatorade scrimmage. That is basically Anawan. We'll use Anawan for an example. Anawan's offense plays their defense in basically a planned out game. So it's a scrimmage, and the offense has their plays lined up, the defense has their plays lined up, and that's how you roll out a soap scrimmage. So, yeah, and then the admission, it's just, I don't know if it was like a bar of soap or I don't know. I don't know how the soap scrimmage. Let's ask Chat GPT. What is a soap scrimmage? A soap scrimmage is a tradition mostly found in high school or small college football. It's essentially a preseason practice game, intra-squad scrimmage, where the admission price for fans is a bar of soap rather than money. Why soap? Well, according to ChatGPT, the idea started decades ago when athletic programs, especially at smaller schools, needed supplies for the locker rooms but didn't have big budgets. By asking fans to bring soap instead of charging cash, the team could stockpile hygiene products for the season. How it works? Usually held before the regular season, often the first public scrimmage, fans come to watch and pay with a bar or pack of soap. Coaches get a chance to evaluate players in game-like situations. It's often a community event that signals the kickoff of football season. And, now it's like, I don't know, kids don't shower now and they don't need soap, so they bring Gatorade because the kids are going to drink Gatorade. Oh boy, more defensive on Caleb than Ruben. Touchy. It's not Caleb. It's the whole painting the nails. I'm sick and tired of people complaining about, like, who the fuck cares if he paints his nails? I don't give a fuck what you look like. Why should you give a fuck what Caleb Williams or anybody else looks like? Or how about just a fucking scrimmage? Nah, we scrimmaged against other teams. No buy-in necessary. Well, why does that matter? I don't understand your rationale. Like, is it stupid that people donate Gatorade in bars of soap? They chose the cheapest shower item. Well, it wasn't always. I mean, you could bring whatever you wanted. If you wanted to bring fucking detergent, if you wanted to bring towels, paper towels, and fucking shit paper, I guess you could have done that too. It wasn't like the gate wasn't going to say, oh, sorry, we're not going to accept toilet paper. You have to go get some Irish Spring. I think it was loosely based. Max says, I was also privileged enough to go to a larger D1 school. Oh, what position did you play on the Badgers football team, Max? We're talking high school football in the fucking cornfields. Like, we're not talking Big Ten football or Division I football. And you weren't even on the team. So, the fuck? All right. You guys have touched a nerve this morning. Fucking Bears losing last night. D1 high school. Oh, D1 high school. Okay. All right. So, hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Don't hit the like button. Don't subscribe. I don't give a fuck. We have classes in Illinois. Classes don't have divisions. All right. Tonight, 7 p.m. Central, eBay Live. We're going to run 5-second fire sales, 5-second sudden death auctions, mostly base, no slabs, no autographs, no patches. I do have some JJ McCarthy. No hot football rookies. I did buy some 2025 football yesterday. I went to Walmart. But what the hell did I have to go to Walmart for? Oh, I had to get more packing tape. Because I'm now shipping a lot of boxes now. So I had to go and I buy like in bulk. Usually I go to Costco and buy there, but Walmart has the same packages and amounts. So and this is the small Walmart that has a shitty card selection. So I went in and I'm like, I'm gonna go check the card selection. And they had like new football. They had Donruss Elite 2025 Donruss Elite, which hadn't seen yet. So I'm like, oh, I'm gonna buy some of this. So I bought a mega box, which is a really terrible decision, but on eBay Live, I'll make my money back. Tonight, I'll have 2025 football. And then a blaster score. I actually pulled I pulled it not out of the mega box, so I bought one blaster of score. I bought a blaster of Donruss Elite and a mega box of Donruss Elite. And I haven't bought much unopened stuff. And it's just not my thing anymore. I thought Topps Pro Debut. I think the Topps Pro Debut baseball goes on pre-sale, I think today, which I love that product, but I just I'm not ripping and flipping cases. Like I don't, maybe I'll buy a few boxes. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see what the pricing is. So I bought those and I did pull an auto out of a shitty auto, but that's to be expected at retail. Pulled a few numbered cards. I think I've got both Ashton Genty and Cam Ward out of the Score blaster box, so that's good. I think the prices have come down on those guys, which will continue because more products will come out. More and more Score is flooding the market, so not surprised by that. Salty Bo, yeah, you've unleashed Salty Bo this morning. Gem City, Salty Bo is good to have from time to time. Unicorn says, I think the Bears will provide a lot of Salty Bows in the future. Florida baseball card dude in the house. Good morning. Max says, think Caleb needs to put as much time into his game plan as his nails. There you go. There you go. All right. So yeah, open some football. That's about all. I'm gonna get Ernie off. It's only 9:20. I gotta make my coffee though. What else? That's about all. Tonight, 7 p.m., 5-second fire sales. I think I'm gonna go 300 auctions tonight. And my goal, $2 a card, which I'll probably do better than that, depending on what I run, depending on what type of crowd. But when I do the fire sale, the 5-second fire sales, like my goal is $2 a card. And usually I exceed that. Even during the daytime. I don't think I've ever run a 5-second fire sale at night. So we'll see what primetime 5-second sudden death does. So I think I've only done it during the day where I really just want to. Gem City says good nails are important in sports, especially basketball. And yes, I'm serious. Maybe that's why I sucked at basketball. Oh, because I'm short and slow at too also. So I chew my nails. My wife can hear me. Like if I'm on the couch, I'll be like, she's like, stop it. All right. Like and subscribe. Hit up my eBay store. There's not much there. That's like out of 1,500 episodes of go to 99centcards.com. Oh, I don't know if I did share this, but 1millioncubs.com is now I have 1millioncubs.com. I have 1millioncubs.net with the 1 spelled out, but I didn't have 1 million Cubs with the number 1. So now I have 1 million Cubs. That is just directed to my eBay store. So 1millioncubs.com with a number because I wanted to kind of get it all branched out. I wanted a landing. So, and here's the whole thing because my wife and I kind of talked this over and I'm like, I want a website name to go because right now it's 99centcards.com, which doesn't fit what I do. I don't even start my auctions at 99 cents. So I think 99centcards.com still does go to eBay, to my eBay store. But I'm like, I want to brand it with 1 million Cubs because that's who I am. That's what my business is. But I didn't want to direct 1millioncubs.com, my website, even though I don't update the website. I don't want to take down the website. I want to have like a presence there. And then I thought, well, maybe 1millioncubs.net. And I'm like, And I'm like, I don't have 1millioncubs.com with the number 1. I'm like, I'll just buy that and that'll be my eBay direct. Gem City says we need 1 million bears. It's the natural evolution of Cubs. No, we don't. Well, we do. Somebody else can do it. Cody says it should be 1 million Cubs for sale. Well, I don't want to sell all my Cubs either. Can't sell my Cubs. All right. That's what I had for today. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for bringing out Salty Bo. There you go. 1 with a W. 1 million Cubs. All right. Tonight, 7 Central, eBay Live, 5-second fire sales. See you then. If not, see you tomorrow.